All right, guys, we are live. This is the RGN New Year's Open, and boy, do we have some matches on our schedule tonight. Mayhem versus Torqued is going to be our first best of 3, and we're already live inside a pistol round here. We can see it is going to be a B-side take, as that's going to be TCK taking down Davey, and the site is now completely in control by the T's. So to start things off, I am Sprawl by my side. I'm honored to say we've got the one and only Nip Chewy here, so I'll let you take some of this pistol round action.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Joining you at about 2 o'clock in the morning here from the UK, but let's get straight into the round. It's already a 3-on-3 situation with 1 minute left on the clock. Bomb hasn't been planted yet, though, and what looked like a really initially good push onto that B-bomb site hasn't quite worked in the favour of Torque here. They now are a man down, and TCK is only left on 37 HP, Monty left on 19 as well. They've got to try and get that bomb down, but things are not sitting pretty for them. Monty has got that deagle, so already putting a lot of money down in the first round here. But still very, very slow round so far. Nothing too much going on. They're just trying to see if any of those Mayhem players are going to pick through. And he's going to be able to pick up one there to even things up into a 2-on-2. He's going to be able to get the second. Yes, he does as well. The bomb should get planted. They faked it. And Sidolf actually will respond. So 1-on-1 situation here with only 25 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, here we go. Intense situation to start off this pistol round. We've got Sidoff versus TCK, and Torqued playing this so patient. They're just not wanting to plant this bomb in a way that they can utilize that as an advantage. So now in a 1v1 situation, TCK pretty much forced to get the plant. He gets it down. Now it's up to Sidoff as he's trying to peek through the doors. They are going to fight here as the firefight is real. TCK gets the headshot, though, and puts down Sidoff. 6 HP, though. What a pistol round to start things off. But, guys, I do have to bring up a couple things here. We do have a new sponsor. Check it out below the channel. We've got netcode guides if you guys want to see some professional CSGO training videos and get to be at a higher level. Check that out. Again, use the code RGN to receive 25% off of that. But we are live here in the anti-eco round, but we see already trading scout headshots across mid. Mo gets one, and that was Buzza getting one of his own. So now a 4-on-4 situation as we do see armor on multiple CT players here.
Well, Fox is actually going to respond as TCK does reply onto Buzzer there, so trades going down across the map. And if Mayhem can answer back onto the initial Torque first round here, that's going to be good for them. They've managed to take down Steel and Monty. Fox in CT spawn here is going to spot one. Will he get the kill? No, TCK just takes him out with that Galil. He is going to get knocked down to 25 HP though, so this is still all to play for here though. As soon as I say that, Naruto does go down. I hope I pronounced all these names right. I do apologise, guys. Me being a Brit, maybe not getting the right pronunciation sometimes, but Sidolf is actually going to find De Born there. Nice headshot with the 5-7. Now it's going to be left in a 1 versus 2 situation here, but he is going to get taken out 2-0 to Torque. But, you know, with how close these first 2 rounds have been, I've got to say, Sprawl, you know, this could potentially, hopefully, be the good start to a best of 3 series.
Yeah, I agree. That was a close 2 rounds there as Torque, they inch their way through the finish line on both of them. They have a 2-0 lead here, but definitely expensive rounds to say the least. So I am going to do a couple more plugs here. Again, we do have the GoRGN.TV giveaway that's going to be happening after the second best of 3. We'll announce the winner on stream. So that's an Op Asimov. Make sure you guys check that out, GoRGN.TV. But we are live here in round number 3. Steel already pushing out mid, but slowly coming back. So just working mid control here. Again, they're on the anti-eco, so they want to make sure that this round especially, they don't lose as many guns as they did in the previous, as they want to come into this next round with as much money as possible.
Yep, full eco coming in here for the CTs, as you do say. And De Born's actually just with that P250 at the second on the T side. It looks like that bomb's going to be making its way over towards Catwalk. The CTs are going to be shouting their little heads off because they've got that information now that the bomb is heading up there. In comes the push. Steel, the first man out with that Galil, and he's going to get the first kill of the round and the second one as well. Lovely accuracy with... actually, sorry, it was TCK who actually managed to pick up the first kill there, but no matter what, 5 men still alive. The last player left alive will be Davey. He should get knocked out for the count here, and he will do indeed. The bomb goes down on the A-bomb site. Torqued, securing their 3rd round. And I'm going to steal a line from my fellow NIP caster. Kyanite always says that when we get into round 4, it's gone from men versus boys into men versus men. And we're already seeing that big green gun come out in the hands of Buzzer. So already in round number 4, this is a really important round for Mayhem to pick up, because have a look at their money. They have spent every single dollar in their bank account.
Yeah, and Buzza, he's actually going glass cannon style, so no armor at all, just pure AWP action on him. So already we do see taking lower dark control. That's going to be Steel and Monty. They're just kind of tag teaming together here. Again, they want to make sure that they get any trades if they do come in contact with any CTs. And they do see Natu. That is a frag in CT spawn. Now they're going to flash through, smoke through, and it should be a B-side take, but Buzza hits a shot through the smoke. Davey gets one as well. And now a 4v3 situation where tons of frags coming out here finally will settle down slightly as Sideoff and Buzza, they're stuck in CT spawn, but we have a 2v2 situation.
Well, DeBorn is going to have that information that nobody is on B whatsoever, so he's put that smoke grenade down, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-2 retake. Now, Mayhem need to be careful here, because they know that the bomb hasn't been planted, so they're just going to see if they can prevent them from getting that bomb down. They may have heard that the bomb is going to try and get planted, but it was, in fact, a fake from Mo. Now he's going to go back. 40 seconds left on the clock, and that bomb will successfully be planted. He's got to be careful, though. He's got one man right outside the door, and he will have heard him. That's Buzzer with that AWP, of course, as you can say with X-Ray Road mode, and that HE grenade is going to knock him down at 30 HP, so he's got to do something, and he's got to do it fast. He's going to get aggressive, and it works well for him, but now it's left on a 1 versus 1. He's going to fake the defuse. He hasn't got a kit, and I think they know about it. DeBorn is going to move away with that AK-47, just the right move. He's going to peek out here any second, and he will get the shot. 4-0 for Torqued, but you know, that was really heartbreaking, I've got to say there for Mayhem. They looked like they could get that that retake on that B-bomb site. Wasn't quite the case, and they're going to get punished for it because they've got no money whatsoever. They've got to eco this one.
Yeah, 4-0 here is Torqued. They're taking their T side very well. Again, this is their map pick. Mayhem picked that CT side to start on, so Inferno will be the map pick for Mayhem. So that's actually creates kind of an interesting dynamic, as if Torque can win this map, they're now starting on the CT side of Inferno, so just continuing that momentum. So very important that Mayhem tries their hardest to get this first map here, as we do see Steel taking a frag already, DeBorn and TCK following up, and now Davey, Sideoff, last two on the map. They only have P250s, and it's going to be Davey trying to trade from platform against an AK-47, maybe not advised with a P250, but Sideoff now in a 1v5. He does have a couple lit terrorists he might be able to take down here, but Steel in a position to get this frag as soon as he pokes out, but actually Mo is going to get that frag instead. So good anti-eco here from Torqued, and a little bit different style of eco round from Mayhem. They look maybe a little bit frustrated, as we did see on that second round. They were able to get some frags, but that eco round did not work out at all.
No, it did not. And have a look at the setup that they've got coming into round number 6. 2 big green guns on the field for the CT. So we've got 3 AWPs in total. Fox and Buzzer are going to be those 2 from the CTs, as you can see. And let's have a look and see where they're splitting. It looks like one's going to go over towards mid, and one is pushing down long as well, as you kind of would expect. That's generally just a common setup there for those AWPs, if you are going to go for the double AWP setup here on the CT side of Dust2. But I see a couple of people in the chat just giving their predictions, saying what they think the scoreline's going to be, heavily in favour of Torqued. And actually, looking at the CSGO Lounge stats, the favours were definitely in their favour. So if you are a sub and you can type in the chat, let us know what you think the score will be, and we'll see if anybody actually gets that prediction correct. But here we go. Bomb, once again, making its way up towards Catwalk. No casualties as of yet in round number 6. They've managed to smoke off those mid doors just to give themselves some cover, as they did move over from middle and lower dark onto the A-bomb site. But here we go. They are actually going to fake it by the looks of things, or are they just delaying it? Very, very slow, and I like this work here from Torque, because by the looks of things, Mayhem haven't got too much information yet.
Yeah, and Buzza, he's got his AWP. He's actually peeking up, but Steel dropped before he saw him. He did see Monty, but coming up quick, Buzza gets a quick flick shot, and here we go. Monty takes him down shortly after, but they still have Sideoff out long. The bomb is being planted. Natu inside of CT spawn, now joined by Fox here, and Davey rotating through, so not a heck of a lot of time. They do have kits, obviously. This is their buy round, so very important that they retake here. It is a 4-on-4, but DeBorn puts down Natu early on. We see Davey getting a frag, but firing back to Born with another one, and Fox tries to hit a shot, but whiffs 2. And that's going to be the end of the round here, as Torque pick up their 6th in a row, and Mayhem, they really needed to take that round. They were so heavily invested in it, and only ended up getting a couple frags.
Not good at all. They can force it up here if they really feel like it, but I think they're taking the safe decision here and just deciding to eco. Yet we can confirm that as Buzzer's just going to get some 5-7, so you can see a couple of pistols in the hands of the CT squad, but not too much else. And Davy's already going to get knocked down at 27 HP. He has got armor, but that's not really going to help him too much when he gets shot in the side by Mo as he makes his way through. And they're getting really aggressive here on the B-bomb side. You can see Davy's found one though, and he has been able to get the kills. This is lovely work coming in from here on the CT side. Talk's getting a little too aggressive in my opinion, and they're going to get punished for it, leaving it all in the hands of Mo, and he is going to go down. Actually, it's now all up to DeBorn. He's got an AK-47, and all of the CTs here have actually got rifles. So for those of you who were already counting Mayhem out, that's exactly the way that they wanted to respond. Lovely work coming in here. I like that push actually. You know, they just stayed on their guard. Talk didn't even flash out onto the side by the looks of things.
Yeah, they just rushed on in and on an anti-eco. Maybe not the best strategy, as, again, we saw how they worked those crossfires without any flashbangs or any way to kind of enter the site with utility. It really can go quickly the other direction, as we just saw, as working some picture-perfect crossfires there. Now DeBorn in a 1v4. He's going to try and peek side off. He knows he's around here, baits out the shot perfectly. So take some notes, folks. That is exactly what you need to do. Force him to take that shot. There's no CZ75 anymore. He can't flip to his machine gun as quickly anyhow. We see Fox picking up the final frag of the round. So Mayhem picking up one, but what's nice about the way they got that first round is it was on an eco, and they were able to get 3 weapons. So now they actually have a decent-sized bank going into this round. They lose this next one, it's not the same situation where you fully bought and then you lost the round and then now you're completely ecoing again. They won a round on an eco, so they still have money here.
Exactly, they do indeed. So it will be the Battle of the Orps. Once again, it's going to be Buzzer facing off against Mo, if that does become the case, whether they do challenge each other. Buzzer, once again, going down towards long with that Orp. But let's see just how they're playing this. I would suspect that Talk may just take this round a tiny bit slower. Of course, because they did win 6 on the trot, they are going to be able to rebuy here, and they will still have those all-important rifles in hand as we go into round number 8. So let's see where they're pushing. Once again, they've taken that bomb towards lower dark. It seems that that's kind of their usual routine. They like to do that quite a lot. Then they smoke off mid doors, and we'll see if they are going to make their way up onto Catwalk again. It's worked successfully for them so far. Are they going to try and repeat it? Fox in a lovely position here, just booted up onto Cat, and he's going to find that information, backs away, and lovely decision here not to challenge anything silly. He gets that incendiary grenade down just to slow down the T's a tiny bit and allow his teammates to come in and help him if need be.
Yeah, bomb on Cat, Monty and Steel just kind of working, again, their tag team, as behind them they've got Mo and TCK. The rest of the T's are grouped up in mid here, so they've got a couple options. Again, very standard play to see North American teams work this mid to be over and over, and here we go. Flashes on out. TCK is the first one to lead that charge, and they do have DeBorn. He's going to be playing from tunnels as flashing in. That's Natu completely blind. Now, they're not utilizing that advantage quite yet, but it doesn't matter. Davey gets one, but the site is now clear, and we do see Buzza taking down Steel. Steel wanted to get maybe some rotators, but Mo is playing from headshot box right outside of B. Tries to get the frag here, but we are going to see a 2v3 as Sideoff and Buzza not in the best position to retake. Mo gets a beautiful shot onto Buzza. Sideoff goes down as well, and that's another round for Torque. So like I was saying, still a little bit of money to play with on the Mayhem side, but not a ton. More than they would have had if they just won one of those full buy rounds and then lost shortly after, but we'll see what they decide to do here with their money situation.
I think simply for the fact that Buzzer, of course, because he heavily invested with that AWP, I think just purely for the fact that they want to even out their economy, they're not going to do too much. And yeah, Sidoff is actually going to have that that scout in hand, but apart from that, really nothing too much else for them. So, you know, they're starting to risk things because already...
Wow.
Oh, Mo, that was a lovely shot there. I'm not quite sure how he managed to pick that one off, but lovely reactions coming in from that man. But, you know, Talked have got to be careful because... sorry, Mayhem have got to be careful because Talked have already got 7 rounds on the board here, and we're only in round number 9. So deciding to go for another eco for them, you know, that may cost them at some point. But already, it looks like the T's have managed to get their way onto that B-bomb site. Nobody actually within the bomb site. All of the CT players are stacked up in mid. So they are going to make their way onto there, successfully plant the bomb. Mo hasn't moved since starting, and he's going to be able to pick up his second kill here. Is he going to make it the third? Just misses out, but he is going to find that player coming out from long doors. Is he going to finish him off? Yes, he will with that Tech 9. Mo already on a 3k so far. The bomb has been planted, and unfortunately it's not really sitting too pretty here for the final CT. as he should get taken out in just a few seconds' time. They know exactly where he is. They're going to flash their way into him, or maybe they don't. Yes, there we go. He has eventually been found, securing Torque's 8th round here already. So they're starting to run away with this one.
Certainly are, as, again, this is the map pick for Torque, so obviously they know that, well, on this kind of map, quite honestly, it kind of depends on the style of team, which side they decide to pick. So Mayhem, they pick the CT side, and we've seen them work as a CT side well before, but Torque is definitely on another level than what we've seen previously from other teams they've faced. So Buzza and Mo, they're going to have some frags early on here, but it does end up being Buzza that will prevail. But a 4v4 definitely does favor the T side, as they are going to be taking control of Upper Dark, but now actually falling back to T spawn here. But while we have a little bit of dead time, I just wanted to make sure you guys all know we've got a P250 factory new cartel that is available. It is a follower giveaway if we hit 45,000 followers. So guys, please do hit that follow button. Every follow really does support, and we'd love to give back to you. So make sure you guys do that. We'll be doing all the giveaways if we hit that mark at the end of the second match. So again, we've got a minute left on the clock here as the T's are storming out long. Again, only 4 of them left, and we do see it's going to be Fox holding from a site.
Here we go. Out they go onto long. Are they going to back away? Well, they've only got 45 seconds before the round will end, so they've got to make their move, and they've got to do it relatively soon. Steele's managed to make his way out, though, and he's got that information that one player is on the site. Unfortunately, he misses 2 shots. That player has been knocked down to about a 20 HP, well 30 HP it is indeed, so they're going to smoke off the push and make sure that nobody can see them from CT spawn. TCK getting some information here onto Catwalk, and he will get the kill onto Sidoff there, so man advantage in favour of the T's. Is it going to be even more so? Yes, it will indeed, and now they've got clear entry onto that A bomb site. TCK, will he pick up the hat-trick here? No, that player's just going to back off and make his way over to T-spawn, and I think the CTs are making the right decision here. Their money has really not been sitting pretty whatsoever, so they are going to back away, but are going to let them know they are not. They plant the bomb and they get aggressive, and they are going to try and hunt down those pesky CTs just before the bomb blows up.
Yeah, and that's a great decision by them, as we do see plenty of money on the T side, not the situation on the CT side. So Buzza going down, that's massive. Now Natu, last one alive. Steele's going to be coming around the corner and gets a picture-perfect quick scope onto Natu, so not going to be able to save, and that's when you question, maybe they should have just went for it. But again, the idea was to keep those weapons. They are very broke here, but they do need rounds on the board. 1-9. You can't let Torque get away with any more rounds here. 9-6 would be a preferable half, but the way Torque is running things, I don't know if it's going to be the option, especially with Mo hitting these crazy shots, taking down Fox. And that's going to be an early frag here, and now the ecoing CTs, they're forced to get a little bit aggressive. We see Buzza pushed up inside of the smoke right near Xbox, and Monty taking down side off. That was on Cat from Lower Dark, and now Buzza in mid. They're going to have Davey and Natu slowly creeping up from Upper Dark. Monty coming around the corner gets dropped by Buzza. So now in a 3v4 situation, Mo watching lower tunnels, and I imagine he's going to get some frags here.
We will have to see. He's been on form with that AWP so far, and he's going to be able to pick up another kill there onto Buzza. Natu does have that AK-47. I think the smart decision for him would be just to save that. So he has actually made his way over towards T-spawn, as has Davey, who's been able to pick up an AWP there. So good work coming in from them, as the bomb will explode in just a few seconds' time, securing the 10th round on the board here for Torque. They are definitely enjoying this game that we've got going for them so far. Definitely looking confident and looking strong. And I actually think, you mentioned earlier on with Mo getting those early picks on the players through the double doors there in mid. I actually think, if I've been counting correctly, that he's had that for 3 rounds in a row. He's managed to get the opening entry frag, with that AWP there. So, of course, just those kind of things in those, early few seconds in the round can make such a difference to the entire logistics of the round, if that really makes sense. But here we go into round number 12. It's going to be, how many AWPs have we got on the field? It's actually going to be 3. Buzzer once again going to be that man with the big green gun, and Mo and Monty on the T side with it here. So let's see if Mayhem decide to switch things up a bit. It'll be interesting to see if they just try and develop things, try and play a bit differently than they have been, because so far whatever they're doing isn't really quite working.
Exactly, and pushing out long already, we see Steel coming out, and once again, Mo gets an opening frag, and there's still 1:30 on the clock, so Steel has crossed the site already, but no one's peeking there. Side off, he's staring at Cat, had no idea that they had crossed, and now the site completely in the Terra's control. Fox, he's trying to hide in the smoke right now, and he has been a little bit ninja-like so far, so we'll see if he can make anything happen here, as again, he hasn't been suspected to be close, but that's going to be the end of that, as Steel takes him down. Davey does get one frag, but down to 19 HP. Another awkward situation. You're not going to try and retake here. 2v4. They're on the save, but how long are they going to be able to hold on to these weapons? Davey, so lit, he actually peeks out, which gives me a sign that maybe he's... I think they're frustrated. That is my best guess, is that they're frustrated, because any player that's in the right mindset isn't going to peek out there. And Monty takes down Natu. So no saves on a round where, again, they had a 2v4 situation. They tried to save guns, but Torqued not letting them have anything.
And they are going to get punished once again for allowing Torque to just run rampage on them. And as we go into round number 13, this is like an awkward force buy here. As soon as you see those FAMASs coming out, you know that money really isn't sitting pretty for the CT side. So Mo's actually not going to start things off with an opening pick as usual. We actually see Steel with an AWP as well. So it's kind of nice. I like this from Torqued, actually, that they can kind of switch that AWP around. Obviously, Mo's going to be the man. In 4th round in a row, he's got that opening entry frag there. That is one of those, defining stats. I'm not the best color caster in the world, and I can't do crazy analysis, but I can tell when a player is, making a difference, and Mo doing those is, making the difference there. But, my previous point is it's nice that they can switch between Monty and Steel there with the AWP, and they can have that freedom. Monty's actually going to get taken down for the count, though, and then man advantage is in favor here of the CTs. It's going to be a 4-on-3 situation. That bomb is in mid as things stand. Mo's going to be able to get that player there through the mid doors once again, and I swear this guy just isn't missing shots.
Yeah, like, you've seen this kind of op play when the double doors were the wooden doors, but now, like, this is just insane, the shots he's hitting. Finally, Davey takes him down, because he was very lit there, but definitely making this a winnable round for his team. Now, Steel and TCK, definitely players that are of the caliber that could clutch this 2v3. So we'll see as they push up towards site. They do have Natu to worry about on catwalk, but that Molotov, that's going to be perfect. So he's going to fall back here. The bomb is being planted, but I'm surprised Natu hasn't really called that, as now Davey, he is going to be coming out Fox as well. Maybe they're afraid of a lurk player of some sort, but they are going to have to retake here as 11-1. This is the closest they've come to getting a round. If they don't retake here, that's just absolutely devastating for them. And already now in a 1v1, Steel versus Natu. Natu, this is going to be the play of his life, but no, Steel puts him down. And now, Torqued with a 12-1 scoreline. Torqued is just running rampage on Dust2 right now.
You've got to start to be asking the question of whether Mayhem are already thinking about Inferno. I mean, 12-1 scoreline, yes, we know it's CS, and yes, we don't want to say GG until the final 16 scoreline comes up, but still, with this kind of deficit, especially after they picked the half that they were starting on, and their poor performance on it so far, you've got to be wondering whether they are thinking about that second map in the series. But all the same, it's going to be another awkward force buy here coming in from the CTs. Seedoff has only got that Deagle in hand. We'll see if he's going to be able to get any sexy 1-Deags, but we've also got 3 FAMASs on the field of play in this 14th round. 2 more to go in this first half before, of course, the sides do switch. And actually, Monty's going to get tagged down there for 22. TCK will get the opening entry frag of the round as Buzzer is out for the count. And that bomb looks like it could potentially be making its way once again towards Catwalk. It seems that that's the preferred play here from Torque. They really are loving this A bomb site. They've been able to get the entry frags. They've been able to hold down the bomb site as well, also after they've got the frags going down there. But Fox is going to do some good work there. Lovely 2 headshots onto Steel and Monty, and he's been able to find that bomb as well.
Yep, Fox will go down. DeBorn will finally get a frag here. TCK firing back, gets a beautiful one onto Davey, and now side off. Not exactly the weapon you're wanting in a 1v2 versus DeBorn and TCK, as now He's moving through CT spawn, but DeBorn watching this smoke oh so carefully, just waiting, and I do believe he threw that too early. Yeah, he certainly did. So threw his Molotov into the smoke, maybe not the best play, but doesn't really matter. Is now a 1v2 situation. We'll be able to collect a FAMAS, so we'll see if he can put good use to it. He does have a kit as well, so he does have a little bit of time to play with. TCK close left around these doors. DeBorn on the other side, so playing a nice crossfire here. Side off will peek out, but doesn't get anything done as TCK will put one through the door, get him in the head. And that's going to be the round. TCK with 4 headshots, 4 kills in that round. Very impressive play by him. And Torque, they're looking to close this map out in an extremely dominant fashion.
I haven't seen this for a while. We've got 3 scouts on the CT side. This should definitely be interesting. If they win this, the last time I actually saw 3 scouts like this, the team who were playing it actually won the round. They'd kind of, you know, they were in the same situation as Mayhem here. They'd kind of given up, and they just went full YOLO mode, and they actually won the round somehow. Hopefully Mayhem can do that, because obviously a 14-1 halftime score is not exactly what they will have been hoping for, but Mo, once again, will get that entry frag with his lovely Dragon Lore and AWP in hand. So he's already making an aggressive push over towards Catwalk. The bomb's going out through mid at the second, whilst 3 players from the T side have been able to make their way onto the B bomb site, and they are just getting free reign to enter onto these bomb site with no trouble. But Davey responds and says, "No, Chewy, that's not quite right." He's going to be, sorry, it's going to be Buzzer, the last one left alive here, though.
Yeah, 1v4 is Davey. He did hit a beautiful headshot through the smoke. Buzzer, yeah, you better hit that shot after missing that quick scope, as Steel had no idea what was going on there. TCK finally finishes the round, but this is painful. This is painful for the Mayhem lineup, as again, we're going to be moving into Inferno eventually as our map number 2, and if there's no rounds on the board more than what we're seeing here from Mayhem, they're starting on the T side because that was their map pick. So Torque starting on that CT side with Mo hitting these shots. Again, Torque is not a weak team on Inferno, so this is going to be a very difficult task for Mayhem, as again, with 1 round, that's just not a heck of a lot to play with. So we are going to be moving into the second half here, but I did want to let you guys know we do have the sub giveaway as well. Looks like we are at 12 out of 25 for that M4A4 Dragon King. So one of those beautiful new skins, and that is every time. That's not our total subs, guys. That's actually, it starts when we announce that giveaway, and then until we do that giveaway, that's basically the sub counter. So just a little bit of clarification there. And then again, check out, make sure you guys follow us. We've got that follower giveaway, 45,000 follows. We'll have a factory new P250 cartel going out, and then we also have our website giveaway. So go rgn.tv, go to the website there. You'll see right on the front page instructions on how to get involved in that. So again, we are just waiting for these players to ready up. This is our first match of the evening. We are going to have, it is going to be, I believe, Flying Ducks versus Mousebaz, but Mousebaz, I don't know if they've picked another name, being that officially it has been announced that they're moving to another organization. They haven't said what, but here we go.
Into round number 16, the first round of the second half, and of course the second pistol round of the game. Mayhem now moving on to the C side, sorry, I can't even talk, T side. There we go, finally got it. So, Sprawl, I'm going to put you right on the spot. And if you were Mayhem here, and if you were 1 to 14, and if you just got on the T side of Dust2, what strat would you be thinking of implementing to try and get this all-important pistol round?
On pistol round, I honestly, right now we're seeing them go in a split fashion here. I personally like the way that they're kind of faking this a little bit. We've got Davey and Nantu kind of working towards long, and again, it's pulled over that player. So I think this is the way to do it, but I would expect that, again, Mayhem, they've known Torque is going to be an opponent for a while, maybe having a little bit of knowledge of their default pistol strats. This is the strat that they've come up for it. So far, though, Mo and Monty hitting beautiful headshots, and that's going to put down 2 tears very early on here. Still a minute 5 on the clock. And we see even, this is just the no respect play here. Mo pushes up lower dark, eventually goes down. DeBorn gets dropped as well. So it is a 3v3, and that's going to be Steel getting a shot through the door. He's got a deagle in this pistol round, and now we're in a 2v2.
2v2 it is, and that bomb's actually been making its way towards the A bomb site. So although Seedoff will get taken out, I have a feeling that it may be a little too late. They are going to see that smoke grenade going down, so the information will be there that the bomb is going to be planted. Steel right up, coming around the corner towards A ramp, and he's got to be very careful here. Fox, is he going to peek out? He is going to peek out, and he does find one with that all-important Tech 9 in hand. Steel versus Fox, one-on-one. Will he get the kill? So close, 18 HP, and he will. Fox gets the 1 versus 2 clutch, and an absolutely crucial pistol round there. And I mean, I've got to say, although that was great play from him to kind of juke out the CT players and make his way towards the A bomb site, I know, and as well, I know we had more information that they did, but Talked actually stacked 4 players onto A there. There was only 1 person right at the back of the B bomb site, so if they had just made their way aggressively onto the B bomb site at the start of the round, they would have easily got the bomb down and probably won that round a little earlier. But with that said, Davey with a lovely jumping scout shot there on Mo to start things off. So Mayhem not quite out of this one yet, but they've got a long road ahead of them.
Yeah, any rounds here definitely kind of softening the blow, as Torqued has definitely thrown a haymaker in their direction, and they are going to try and take B here, but walking in without any utility. Once again, we see TCK getting a beautiful headshot onto Buzza, and they are going to take control of site here, so they will be able to get the bomb planted and such. And so far, we do have only 3 CTs alive, and they're actually opting to just save, and that's at least what it's looking like. They do have some equipment. We do see DeBorn. He's got a 5.7 flash and still has armor. We've got Monty with 92 armor, a scout, and a deagle. We've got Steel with a scout as well, no armor on him. So not a bad idea to save. They're not going to be able to do very much other than get exits, and even on that, with those rifles, it might not work in their situation, especially with scouts.
Yeah, and of course, you know, they know what the round score is. They know how much of a gap they've got at the second. So saving those couple of scouts and the armor that they've got as well, you know, as you say, it's a safe decision. It's a good decision. It's hopefully going to play into factor as we go forward. And actually, Steele's going to get killed after the timer runs out. And I think that was DeBorn who almost got killed there as well. He does survive. But of course, Steele's money is not going to sit pretty whatsoever, and he has lost that scout, which I believe he had. So 14-3 is going to be the score. Mayhem, you know, their mindset right now is just going to have to be one single round at a time. They do not want to look at that scoreboard. They do not even want to see it once. They are just going to have to take the rest of this game one round at a time and hope that Gaben is on their side, and hope that they can bring the comeback and make it real. Fox is going to get flashed actually by DeBorn. He's not going to be able to pick up the kill though, as Fox does eventually respond with that more powerful AK-47 and give himself the entry frag here as we go into round number 18.
Yeah, and Davey gets a shot onto Mo. That's kind of firing back from what Mo's been doing to them on that T side. So he'll feel a little bit good about that, as now the Terrors are taking long. Not to. He's going to be the last one through. Double doors long. And they are getting ready to cross here. Sight off. He's leading that charge. Davey with the bomb on his back. And right now we just see Monty and I believe that was, yeah, Monty and Steel. We're just kind of playing from CT spawn, trying to hit some shots as they cross there. But Buzza takes down TCK, and now it's only Monty and Steel, as they are going to be pushing up Catwalk. Buzza playing from Goose, trying to land some shots, but it inevitably is going to be another save here. But no, actually, they're just going to give that scout to Monty. So good play as Steel. He just has a 5.7, no armor. He's going to try and work some exit frags here.
Yep. Good decision once again, showing that they've got good communication, they know what they are doing as a team, and they've got that plan set out in place. So, as Monty makes his way right back towards T-spawn, Steel is just going to see if he can get any exit frags. It doesn't look like it is going to be the case, though. Davey just looking through mid-doors to see if he can spot that player, and as the bomb blows up, will he spot him? They are going to find each other, and Steel will be able to get one, and he will be able to pick up that scout as a reward. So, round number 19 we go. And I've got to say here, although, of course, you know, you can start to think about whether the comeback is real here for Mayhem. And, you know, I was talking about how they just need to take things one round at a time. But in all honesty, you know, the chances are that they are going to eventually lose this map. Talked only need 2 single more rounds to be able to take the first map here in this best of 3. But if Mayhem can pick up a couple of rounds here and start to get some momentum going, you know, that's at least going to carry them well going into the second map. They can start to go, okay, we're not getting completely rampaged by these guys. We can potentially do some work. So when we go into round number 19 it is, TCK already getting knocked down to 19 HP. I believe he was actually tagged through those mid doors. So let's see if any more action is going to go down there towards mid, as there are a couple of players stacked up. This T's just taking things a tiny bit slowly. We can see that that bomb is actually just outside the long doors at the second. They're just trying to look for some more information. Mose knows that there is a player behind the mid doors. They're just coming from lower dark, and he's going to get flashed. So he's going to back away from that one and not challenge anything too silly, but no indications as of yet with 1 minute on the clock as to where that bomb could eventually be heading.
Yeah, we are going to see them smoke into CT spawn here. That's Fox and side off from Cat. Now the bomb joining them. So Mo, he's playing from CT ramp, tries to get the jump scout, will eventually go down though. And that is going to be an A-side take here as Steel, he is still alive, he's got a scout in hand, and he's got DeBorn with him out long as well. So they will be able to take this, but it's going to be CTs coming from all angles once they do. Natu, though, on the flank, and that's going to be DeBorn going down via him, and Monty, TCK getting 2 frags, firing back, though Natu gets Steel as he comes up long. So now it's all up to TCK and Monty if they want to retake here. TCK does take down Davey. Now a 2v2 as side off. He's going to go down as well, all down to Natu as he's actually peeked out with 1 HP. Trying to see where that bomb... Oh, it was planted for Cat, so that's why he was peeking out. Planted for Catwalk. He knew he had to peek out and get them as they kind of tried to cross there. And that's going to be around 4 torqued. And 15, now they're on match point. And Mayhem, they only have 4 on the board. And just to reiterate what you were talking about the momentum moving into this next map. Mayhem not necessarily wanting to win this map, but they want to definitely get as many on the board so it's not as hard on them going into the T side on Inferno.
Yeah, nobody likes losing a game with very little rounds, you know, especially when you know it's a best of 3. Of course, you can kind of go new map, new head kind of thing and just completely forget about the first map, but still you want to go in there, you want to be warmed up, and you want to just bring it right back in the face of the opponents who may have just absolutely smashed you. So round number 20 it is. Mo actually already being tagged down to 18 HP, so he's got to be careful for the rest of the round. I would be surprised if he didn't actually switch up that ult to another player, but it doesn't really matter because Monty's managed to pick up his 2 lovely frags with that M4A1 in hand. Fox is going to be spotted here onto Catwalk, and he's got to back away from that one very, very quickly indeed. Steel through the smoke, though, picks up the headshot, and that's going to leave things in a 4-on-2 situation. Buzzer and Davey, the last 2 T's alive. Steel looks like he's actually going to get aggressive and push through the smoke. He gets flashed out, he finds the player, is going to be able to pick up 1. That's the second kill of the round. Will he get the 3k? Yes, he will. GG's come in the chat and talked. Your winners on Dust2 with a scoreline of 16-4.
Yeah, impressive victory there. And again, I don't